one of the first things I would ask you is how do you acquire your customers? And I say this because you're in the collectible toy space and you need to make sure that before you roll out a bunch of GMBs that that's how you actually acquire customers, because while a lot of companies, we all need our GMB, we all need to get our footprint out there, that's not as beneficial to some areas or some services as they think. Like if you're a home contractor, like roofing, something like that, that is one of the dominant ways to acquire your clients. But something with, being a collectible toy space, you might be better off putting your effort into doing the social media or geosocial campaigns. I feel like that's probably going to be a way that you get more clients and customers. But if Google My Business is a way that is successfully getting customers for you, there are several things you can do. The least cost the least cost intensive is going to be take advantage of your SEO. You already said you have a lot going on with your website, so that means you've already got some SEO and traction going there. The best thing you can do is actually make location pages. So like your website.com/location/Miami-Florida, Jacksonville-Florida, whatever it might be. And from there, your SEO will help you start showing up in local search results. Now, I know that's not answering like how do you get on maps, but that is going to be relevant. And one of the things you can do is like if you're doing like, let's say Dallas, Texas, that's going to be a competitive space. But then you can make supporting location pages that target like Plano, Texas, Garland, Texas, Richardson, Texas, all the smaller areas. So that's a really good way to leverage the existing SEO that you already have and hopefully are still building on. Now, as far as Google My Business goes, there's a couple options here. If you have an existing Google My Business, the way that works, there's a ton of ranking factors like this video was explaining, besides just, reviews and how well your profile is filled out, age of your profile, etc. But there's also the proximity rank. So if it depends on how competitive your city is, and every city is going to be different, and it's based on how many competitors are in that city. But Google likes to, one of the strong ranking factors is proximity and closeness. So if a client is 10 miles away and looking for collectible toy stores, and there's another toy store within 2 miles, that toy store has a higher chance of ranking higher. It depends on all the factors, but that is a big factor in their favor. So that goes back to your question, well, how do I get more footprint in more cities? There you can either buy listings. Fake listings happen all the time. Lead gen is a space that I dominate in, and this is something we do heavily. Your orders, if you're buying listings, are going to be between $200 and $300 per location. So that gets really cost prohibitive if you're trying to roll out nationwide, and that's why I said it's very important to make sure that that's how you actually acquire your customers. And another way that you can do it if you want to follow the rules and you've got your business license and everything lined up is you can apply to become bulk verified with Google. Now, you are going to have to strictly follow their guidelines. If you don't have these storefronts and you're more of like what they consider e-commerce, you don't qualify. But if you can get it proved with enough physical locations, they will actually approve your Google account to be able to just bulk verify at will. And so only your brand, but you will be able to just roll out locations and just instantly verify them. It's a long, lengthy process. Your Google account has to be in good standing. You have to show, I think it's 10 or 15. It's been a while since I've done it. I think back in February it was 15 locations. They prefer over 20. So there's a lot of paperwork to fill out. There's a lot of proof to provide. It's a very lengthy process. But again, the gold mine is if you get approved, you can verify at will. So as a toy store, and I'm guessing it's going to be cost prohibitive, it would be better to build out those location landing pages. If you've got a WordPress website, there are plugins that will help you mass build if you really wanted to. I don't really recommend it, but that is an option. And work on your SEO for your website, and then just do heavy social media campaigns, and you'll probably get a better ROI.